Hello to the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Townframe. It is a cute, kind of simple but enticing puzzle game that I covered a while ago. It is made by a very small indie studio. It might be a solo dev actually. And when I covered it last time, I made a little bit of a back and forth with a developer. This game is available on Steam as a demo version. It's being in very early stages of development. And this version that I'm going to be playing today, it's like not available on Steam yet. It's like test play version, so the developer would be happy for me to try it out a little bit, give some feedback, and yeah, if things are nice, some of these might be available on Steam later down the road. And feel free to leave comments. I'm pretty sure the developer is gonna watch the video and maybe even read some of your comments. Any feedback will be nice. So yeah, pretty excited to try it out again. It's pretty cute and unique, and yeah, let's go and start. Okay, oh hello, you must be the new Townframer. Great, my name is Tutorial Tomato and I'm your guide in this world, so let me explain what your responsibilities are. As a Townframer, you travel through the world and recreate towns from people's memories who once lived there or had a special connection to these places. Each person has their own unique requirements, so read carefully. To rebuild these towns, you can simply click on the buildings and trees within the Townframe to change their type. Give it a try and click on the building here. Okay, and yeah, we can change the type. It could be a building, could be a tree. So I went through this tutorial already in my previous video. If you want to see my first impressions, I'm going to have the link to the video in the comment description below. Simply clicking is not only way to change the type of an object. If you hold down the left mouse button on a house or a tree for a long time, a selection wheel appears with all the building options. Try this here too on this tree and change the type of the object using the selection wheel. There we go. We can choose this, for example. Good. For some town frames, you may have to do a bit more than just click on the buildings to complete the task of the people, but that's something you can figure out yourself. Right, I got it. Great, then I will send you to the first town now and leave you to your task. I wish you a good time. Note, the towns in the world in Townframe may change in the final game. So yeah, this is a work in progress. These some puzzles might be something I already did. We'll see. In that case, I'll go through it relatively fast, hopefully. Oh, what a great coincidence. You seem to me to be someone with a good heart. Well, I like to believe so. Could you bring some order back to my hometown? My town used to be famous for its harmonious contrasts. Okay, I don't really remember anything. One side of this town was always the opposite of the other. Even the buildings in the stone circles were always the opposite of their surroundings. I would love to see this again before I leave. Yeah, I don't think... yeah, I don't remember this one. So let's see. Okay. Right, my town used to be famous for its harmonious contrasts. One side of the town was always the opposite of the other. Right. So, let's see. Hold left mouse button. Even the buildings in the stone circles were always the opposites of their surroundings. I would love to see this again before I leave. Okay, so he says that in the stone circles there are buildings. Okay, let's turn this into trees. There we go. Okay, so let's say we got a big building with a triangle roof, and then here we would have a small building with a flat roof. Is this what you want? Oh, he's still not happy. Okay. In the buildings and stone circles, the opposite of their surroundings. I would love to see this again. So basically you have to figure out from the story here what you have to do to satisfy this demand here. Can I like remove things? No. What if I like put some more? Oh, there we go. Something's happening. Okay, okay. Triangle and short. Yeah, I'm already stuck on the first puzzle, but that's okay, that's okay. That's alright. So if I put all the buildings small here, and all the buildings big and flat roofed here. He's like, that's not the solution. But I did something, right? Oh, okay. Right. Why like this? This one confuses me a little bit. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what's the logic behind here. I mean, why the previous one wasn't good? Like, why like this and this doesn't work? Yeah, why doesn't this work? And why this works? That's wonderful. Yes, that's what it used to look like. Knowing that you can make order out of disorder makes me move with a clear conscience. The world would be boring without contrast, but it needs a certain order, doesn't it? May the luck of this coin be on your side. Maybe you can use it in the shop. I heard that there's where your town framers get your work tools. Okay, so I figured out like that things need to be opposite. So I played around with it a little bit and got to a solution eventually. So yeah, I was on the right track. It seems like I missed something though. I missed something, and that's fine, that's fine. As long as we get to the solution, the puzzle is well enough, I would say. We're gonna buy a world map, there we go. We're gonna need that to go to the next puzzle here. This one here. So it seems like these are all new compared to what I played last time. So yeah, and the developer was kind enough to give me the game version where I don't have to repeat puzzles, it seems like, and that's just great. Oh, you've come at just the right time. I need your help with a little architectural problem. Right now, the buildings in my hometown are still held in place by glue. My vision is for the buildings to be able to hold themselves and not be stuck directly into each other. Then I can remove the glue at the end and everything remains stable. And the construction should also be able to do without trees. Sounds cool? Then let's get to work. So... okay. Whoa. I was wondering like, what? This doesn't make any sense, but now I see what he meant. So basically, so we don't want buildings to be stuck onto each other like here. So we need to make this one smaller, I guess, so they don't touch each other. There we go. Oh, they're still touching themselves here. What if we give triangle roofs? Are they still touching themselves? For buildings to be able to hold themselves and not be stuck directly into each other. This is the smallest I can do. And he's like... and the construction should also be able to do without trees. He doesn't want any trees, so... remove the trees. Okay. Right now, the buildings in my hometown are still held in place by glue. My vision is for the buildings to be able to hold themselves and not be stuck directly into each other. But wait. Then I can remove the glue at the end and everything remains stable. First part sounds like, hey, you want the building to be like supporting each other, right? But then he also says... and not to be stuck directly into each other. Oh, I see. So they have to be touching, but not overlapping. Okay. I feel like you need to like handle English pretty well to figure it out, but that's okay. That's okay. So this will not work. We need... oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's cool. This is a cool one. Once you realize the nuance there, I think the description is good enough. It's just that my English is a bit scrappy. Okay. I think I'm gonna go triangle roofs here. There we go. Nice. Okay, this one I kind of understood better than the last one. This one's good. Well, it really worked. I mean, it was clear that my idea was a good one. Thank you for that. Anyway, I'm going to name this town the Playful Tree. Your little help deserves to be rewarded. Thank you very much, Moon. And now we can grab the next tool, which is gonna be a camera. Take photo. Okay, cool. Not sure if that's gonna have like something to do with the game mechanics or what, but in this demo you can solve a maximum of 10 puzzles. Which ones you do and in which order is up to you. If you get stuck on a puzzle, you can always try another one. First, Tutorial Tomato. Thank you, Tutorial Tomato. You've been very kind to us today. I'm gonna grab the next one. Aha, hello. You must be the famous Townframe everyone's talking about. Yeah, it's me. I'm not sure about being famous, but okay. I hope you're as good as the rumors say. I wonder if you could help me, please. I've lost my beautiful painting, Small Red Mountain Among Green Lands. Would you be so kind as to make me a new one? A small photo is enough for me. So he wants a photo of a small red mountain among green lands. Okay. A small red mountain among green lands. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's put this one. Okay. So, does this count like a small red mountain among green lands? Oh, this photo is too big to represent my painting well. Oh, he wants a smaller one. There we go. Oh, nice. That was pretty simple. So a small red mountain is a metaphor for a house with a small house with a triangle roof, and green lands are some trees around it. Oh, thank you very much. The original painting was not original either, but that shall remain our secret. Saying the idea is better than nothing, right? Here, this is for you. Thank you. Well, I cannot buy anything just yet, but then we got another level here. Hi! I lived in this place as a child. I still remember that on the east side of the tree was one of the smallest houses, and on the west side of the tree was exactly the same house. Our house was far to the west. It wasn't the biggest, and it was the only one with a flat roof. Could you take me a photo of the town? I can't quite remember what the rest of it looked like, but I still have these old scraps of photos here. Okay, interesting. A new mechanic. You get like a hint here. Okay, so let's start putting it back together. I still remember that on the east side of the tree was one of the smallest houses. Okay. So it seems like there was like a small house here, like that. And then maybe two big ones, which roofs are sticking out a little bit, but they're on the same level, so this one will be like that. And then here, it's a bit hard to tell, but maybe something like that. And then there is a tree, and then she's like, and on the west side of our tree was exactly the same house. And our house, Our house was far to the west. It wasn't the biggest, and it was the only one with a flat roof. Right. There we go. Okay. Oh no, the tree is in the thing. Here is where the tree is. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, and then we got 3 buildings. Like that. Yeah. Okay. And this is nothing then here. I thought this was a roof, but it's wrongly colored, so I'm not sure how tall this one is though. Maybe it's not as tall. No. Well, game is like fine with both. Okay. I still remember that on the east side of the tree was one of the smallest houses. Okay, so it was a small, and then another one here. There we go. Good. Our house was far to the west. It wasn't the biggest, and it was the only one with a flat roof. It wasn't the biggest, but it wasn't the smallest either. Maybe it was like medium size. There we go. So this is correct. This seems to be correct. Yeah. This tree is correct, right? Yeah. Nice. Then we got these 2 buildings here. Like, we don't know the sizes. Maybe these sizes are not the correct ones. No, this is a correct size. Okay. If you ever need a hint for a puzzle, click here. I'm fine for now, I'm fine. But these 2 seem to be same height here. So what else is missing? Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I need to take a photo of it, of course. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's fantastic. Now that I see the photo, I remember those days a bit more. I really miss the sunny afternoons that my friends and I sometimes spent under the tree. What a wonderful time. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Okay, we have now money for that. Should we buy it? A tool to hear town sounds. Yeah, maybe we'll need it. Let's see. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, there seems to be like 10. This will be the final one, maybe. Okay. Oh, hey, good, you're here. Maybe you could help us. Our country is in a bit of a trouble right now, and we want to share our thoughts with the people out there. Something everyone here is longing for. This is the Morse code that you have to create. All right. Okay, so we got dot, dash, dash, dot. Okay, so what would be a dot and what would be a dash? So like, I don't know. Maybe like trees would be a dot and then houses would be a dash. Maybe not. Maybe like dots are like the houses with a triangular roof and dashes are houses with a flat roof. Oh. We also have a new tool we can buy. Maybe we buy it. That's so weird. What are we listening to? Okay, what about the tree? How does the tree sound? Yeah, I don't think we need this for this puzzle. Okay, so house here works. House works. So house is a dot, it seems like. But that means trees are a dash? No. So the game definitely says, oh, I see. So a small house is a dot, whichever I use, and the big one doesn't count. Oh, I see. So a small house is a dot and the big house is a dash then. Maybe. Okay, I'm missing something here. Let me see. So a small house counts. So here in the final one, we only have one, but we also have one here, so... Yeah, interacting with this one doesn't change anything. So there, Morse code is like in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Here we don't really have 5 lines, we have 3 lines. But like I thought maybe this is the first one, this is the second one, then this is the third one, this is the fourth one, and this is the fifth one. And it definitely feels like if I put a large house of any kind, medium house of any kind, or a tree here, it doesn't count. But if I put any kind of small house, it's like, yes, this one's correct. So this is correct. And that would make it so that the small house of any kind is a dot. So I put a dot here, dot here, dot here, dot there, dot there, and dot there and there. And then what are the dashes? Maybe trees are dashes? No, trees are not the dashes. What would the dash be? Like, it could be a big house. Okay, big houses are dashes. I was pretty sure I tried that already. I guess I didn't. Maybe I was using middle ones. Anyhow, wonderful. The short and long houses can easily be recognized as Morse code signals even from far away. Thank you very much for that. We might not look like it, but we have a strong will, and even if things don't go so well for us at the moment, we'll get through it. People like you who help us are worth more than all the gold in the world. Here, this is all we can spare. It's a very positive game, nice and chill. Little bit of a brain teaser, but nothing super crazy hard. You can also try it out a little bit. Do some things. There's also hints, which we didn't need yet, but yeah, maybe we can check out the hints also at some point, but only if you get super stuck, I guess. Okay, let's continue. Yuki. I remember the times when everything on the island was quiet except for our hospital and the bicycle store that you could hear from far away. Our patients had a very good view of the sea, and under our hospital you could hear the birds every morning. When our patients felt good, they sometimes borrowed a bicycle from the bike store, which was very far away from the hospital. I would like to swim in that nostalgia one last time. Could you please recreate it for me? So we're gonna need sounds here. Island was quiet except for our hospital. Okay, let's do this. Right. So every house seems to have a specific sound. Okay. Except for our hospital and the bicycle store that you could hear from far away. Our patients had a very good view of the sea and under... Okay, very good view of the sea. So hospital would be here, yeah? Okay, let's start with putting like trees everywhere because it says it was very quiet. So I'm gonna assume it wasn't much there. I hope this counts as quiet. Wait, what? No. Like some nice birds. Yeah, it is. Like we put something correct. So the hospital had a very nice view of the sea. So there's gonna be a hospital here. Oh, what? Maybe here? Okay, there we go. So, okay. So you can know it's a hospital because it's coughing. But like you can also know that we were correct because we put it here. But I guess let's say we didn't know where it goes, then we would be going through buildings trying to figure out if it's hospital or not. And then when you find the building which sounds like a hospital, which is this one, yeah? Then just need to figure out where to put it. And then you would go through until you find where to put it. And then, yeah, this wouldn't work, right? And then once you put it here, the game's like, yep, that's right. And then we need a bicycle store. It's very far away from the hospital. And let's figure out what the bicycle store is, right? So let's listen to it. This doesn't sound like a bicycle store, right? And then we go this one here. That sounds like a bicycle store. And then we need to put this thing in the correct place, and it's gonna be down here, probably far away. There we go. Nice. Oh, thank you. You know, I have made some very good friends during this time. Some are still alive, and some have even become part of my family. I'm very grateful for all the wonderful things I have experienced in my life. Here's this for you. Thank you very much. We have 5 coins now. Okay, we're gonna go to the next puzzle. Greetings, dear human. As you have probably already heard, I was once a king of this town. My throne room was in the highest building, which stood between the houses of my citizens. You could hear them crawling in the ground under the houses. Our little kingdom was also surrounded by dense forests. Oh, how wonderful it would be to see that place again. Hello there, Mr. Rat King. Okay, let's see the positions. Good. The random generator already did something correct. Okay, so there was a lot of forest. We're gonna turn everything into a forest as by default. Bam, so yeah, forest is correct. And then my throne room was in the highest building which stood between the houses of my citizens. Okay, where would it stand? You could hear them crawling in the ground under their houses. Our little kingdom was surrounded by forests. Okay. Well, I can put like a big building like here. Will it count if it's here? No. So it has to be here. Yeah, this is a bit ambiguous. Like, why does it count here but not there? Also, if it's a small one, doesn't count. So his throne room was here. Both roofs count. He's like not picky about the... And then it says it was surrounded. It stood between the houses of my citizens. There we go. Okay. But wouldn't like big house here and like two houses on left and right also work? I guess they would, but not quite. What an enchanting view, you know? We had to leave our beloved kingdom back then because the buildings were being redeveloped and well, we weren't very welcome. Fortunately, thanks to the two friends, we were able to rebuild our kingdom in a neighboring town. Anyway, thank you very much for your efforts. Well, thank you very much for the coins, Mr. Rat King. I'm gonna go to the next one here. Oh, we unlocked that. It seems like for this one here, we're gonna need this tool. So the game's like, hey, you have some puzzles here, you need to solve all these sums, so you can get a new tool to do this. But we can probably do this too without it. Let's try it out. Good evening. You know, I was here a few years ago for my birthday. My friends and I had our accommodation back then in a skyscraper surrounded by flowers. So I guess this is the skyscraper surrounded by flowers. Or maybe this is the skyscraper surrounded by flowers. To the southwest of it was the club with the loud music where we were partying, and to the left behind the cafe was the shopping street with all the little stores that stretch all the way out to the town. Could you take a photo of that for me? Right. Oh yeah, first things first, we're gonna turn everything into a forest. There we go. Seems like nothing is a forest, or it doesn't matter. Okay. A skyscraper surrounded by flowers. So why wouldn't this count as a skyscraper surrounded by flowers? My friends and I had our accommodation back then in a skyscraper surrounded by flowers. To the southwest of it was the club with the loud music. Well, that's the hospital. Could this be a club with a loud music? Maybe. And to the left, behind the cafe, was a shopping street with all the little stores that stretched all the way out of town. And to the left, behind the cafe, was a shopping street. So this is the shopping street, yeah? Okay, with shops. So what would the shop be? Some bicycle stores? I mean, maybe. Oh, there we go. So something's correct. So this is correct. So as long as they're small houses, they count. Okay. So these three. Alright. So this is a shopping street with all the little stores that stretch all the way out of town. Okay, so these are the stores stretching all the way out of town. Okay. My friends and I had a back in surrounded by flowers. So the southwest of it was the club with the loud music. I don't think, does it matter what this thing is? I don't think. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's weird. Like, sounds like a place where people eat. So this thing's correct also, like the cafe. But he's not really... Where is he mentioning the restaurant? Or whatever this thing is. Oh no, this was correct. Look at that. Okay. So only if you get both of these two buildings correct, he's like, yep, that's right. So the reason why this didn't give me any points, because you need to get both the skyscraper and the loud place together. This is so you cannot brute force your way through. Like, these two have to both be correct in order for the game to admit it. And then I'm not sure about this one here. The game didn't tell much about it, but it seems like a place to eat, which is not mentioned here. It says behind the cafe. No, wait, I'm stupid. There it is. The cafe is mentioned there. Okay. Why did I think cafe was like the club? No. Okay, everything checks out. My bad. My friends and I had our accommodation back then in a skyscraper, surrounded by flowers. To the southwest of it was the club with loud music in it. When we were partying, and to the left behind the cafe, so that's where the cafe is mentioned. Okay, that's a cafe. Was the shopping street with all the little stores that stretch all the way out of town. So the stores can be anything, really. Okay, so this is it. That's cool. Let's take a picture of it. Nice. What are you? Thank you so much for the picture. I will hang it in my cafe so that I can always remember at work where I opened it. That day back then was really memorable, and I love thinking back to that time. Here's for your efforts. Okay, nice. Okay, let's go back to the map. There's one more puzzle here. Greetings. I heard you have a heart for animals. Maybe you could do me a little favor. Among animal lovers, when I was a bit younger, there was a special bird that lived in the forest under our little house. Every day he flew up to my window. It was always a great pleasure for me to see him. Could you take a photo of the bird together with our house? A bird? Oh, we need like this tool so we can discover hidden things. So we do need this tool now. Okay. We'll never be able to afford that, right? So that's how the game leads me into this thing. So yeah, we're gonna need to go and find the bird. Where is the bird? Maybe I was wrong. There is no bird here. Where is the bird? Okay, let's see what the game spawns. Okay. Okay, maybe you could do me a favor. Among animal lovers, when I was a bit younger, there was a special bird that lived in the forest under our little house. Okay, so we're gonna make a forest. Then maybe in the forest we can see the bird, you know? There we go. You found the bird! Beep, 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 beep. So I guess the house was here then. There we go. And then... Okay, will this be good enough? Or no, it seems like he wants something like this. This picture size is kind of strange. You want a smaller one? No? I want it to be under the house probably, yeah? What about the big one then? Just wait for the... So he doesn't like the size of the picture. What do you want? House in the small forest? Could you take a photo of the bird together with our house? So just the bird and house? Okay, I thought I did that already, but that's fine. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to frame that right away. Back then, when I saw the bird for the first time, my passion for the little feathered friends began. After I moved out of my parents' house, I have never met another bird as strange as this one. He often brought me a few twigs. I wonder what he wanted from me back then. Well, this is little precious. Well, this little precious is for you. Well, thank you, Furbus. Okay, good. Okay, and the final puzzle is gonna be this one here. Hello, I need your help to solve a cold case. Someone stole my cake from my plate, but I can't remember who. However, I do remember when I looked out of the cafe window to the south. There was a tree to my right. On the opposite side of the road was a bicycle store, and further down the road I could see something sparkling between the tall building and another tree. Please recreate a scene for me and investigate the crime scene. Right. Alright, let's start. Someone stole my cake from my plate, but I can't remember who. However, I do remember when I looked out of the cafe window to the south. Okay, there was a tree to my right. Oof, it's like... it's a bit complex. On the opposite side of the road was a bicycle store. Okay. I already know something's correct, but like... When I looked out of the cafe window to the south. Okay. So there has to be something on the south from the cafe. So this could be a cafe, I guess. And then if you look to the south... He says he was looking to the south and then there was a tree to his right. Is that this tree here? Okay. So he looked to the south and on the right side was a tree. Okay. On the opposite side of the road was a bicycle store. Okay, so here. This one, right? Or maybe it's this one. But he says this is not correct. On the opposite side... Oh, is that the one he was looking at, maybe? No. So actually... I remember when I looked out of the cafe window to the south, there was a tree to my right. On the opposite side of the road was a bicycle store, and further down the road I could see something sparkly between the tall building and another tree. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's so confusing. Okay, when I looked... Okay, so this is the cafe, this is correct, right? Although cafe on its own doesn't give me any stars, but I'm fairly confident this is the cafe because it's the only building that has something to the south. And there was a tree to my right. This tree here. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I remove this, the point doesn't get away. So this tree here is correct. Okay, and further down the road, I could see something sparkling between the tall building and another tree. So it's like this tree here is not the one on his right. This is the tree that is further down the road. That is like the big building and the tree. There starts something sparkling between. You found a cake, yeah. But like, okay, so this is his tree that he sees to the right. The problem here is like, however, I do remember when I looked out of the cafe window to the south. So he's looking south and he says he sees the tree to the right. You would think that this is the tree that he sees to the right, not the one that is the west from him. But obviously the tree to the right is this one, right? And there is a bicycle store on the other side of the road there. But like... But it seems like it's not this one here. On the opposite side of the road was a bicycle store. Is it here? Is it here? Oh, this is opposite, kind of. Is it here? Many bicycle stores. Okay. Maybe... I mean, this is the cafe, right? Maybe it's not. No. Maybe this is the cafe. That makes more sense, right? Because then he would see a tree to the right. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's why. Okay, now it makes more sense. I do remember when I looked out of the cafe window to the south, there was a tree to my right. This one. Oh, right. This is the cafe. Ah, now it all makes sense. And there is a bicycle store on the other side. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just had to like change positions of these two and that's it. Right. Yeah, it was bugging me how he could see this tree if he's looking south. This makes way more sense. Looking south, seeing this tree on the right. Bicycle store on the other side, and these don't matter. Hey, Mr. Tomato. You got in my business here. Boy cake, but of course. How could my genius mind something? Okay, let's read this. Oh, well, congratulations. You have reached the maximum number of playable puzzles in this demo. I'd like to give you an award, Tomato, but unfortunately they're not ripe yet. They should be ripe by the time of the final release. But if you like, you can add the game to your wishlist on Steam in the meantime, or leave feedback and you'll be mentioned in the credits if you want. That's it so far. See you next time and thanks for playing. Right, can I like... Thank you so much for your assistance. Yeah, well, you can go and pause and read his story here. But of course, something could my genius mind forget something like that. When I looked out of the window, I saw a family of birds in the tree. So I took the piece of cake with me and went for a little digestive walk there. When I was just before the tree, I tripped and lost the cake. Really embarrassing, the whole thing. But thank you very much for your assistance. Right, well, you are welcome, Conan. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of this demo. I'm gonna have a link to the Steam where we can find the free demo to play. Not this version though. It's like an earlier version. This one's still being play tested. I'm sure the developer will look at me playing, maybe fine tune the puzzles a little bit. But you can find the demo, some nice puzzles, and try them out. Yeah, and then there's gonna be some more soon. Let me see the date. So developer said, he said, I'll probably upload a new demo to Steam at the end of the week with 1 or 2 of the new puzzles that you can play now.
Welcome to Townframe, a puzzle game where you
So basically,
towns from people's memories.
this puzzle that I played just right now, there is a good chance some of them might be available on Steam as well. And yeah, I'm gonna be like checking out my mailbox, see if there's gonna be any new updates on this game. It's a pretty short, nice and cute game, doesn't take a lot of time, so I'll probably make some more videos of it as the developer's developing it. And yeah, just for a nice little collaboration here. Let me know how you feel about it. You can also check out the previous video I did with the other puzzles. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. And be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Townframe when the developer puts some more puzzles in and I get a new version of the game to play and try it out. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.